Yo, I'm Colin.
Norika.
And this is the
Bench. Bench. I was waiting for you to put your hand down. It's like a lot of shoulder muscles that you need to keep your...
Wait, Peter. I'll lift now, fam. I'll lift now.
Lift what? Chips.
The food to
Junk
my mouth.
food.
That's what I lift.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
By the time you guys watch this man will be a certified graduate.
Oh, man, I'm already a certified graduate.
No, you're not.
It's just a ceremony. Well,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. I think it's kind of sad, you know.
I love I love going onto the socials after graduation,
Yeah.
and there's always that guy that tells you, please can you clap after all the graduates have received. But South Africans never listen. Every single person that goes up, there's an auntie ululating.
There has to be.
There's a granny screaming and shouting. We are celebrating because it's a big achievement.
Guys, we didn't study for 8 years of our lives, you know.
How are you studying for 8?
So don't worry, how you know it happens. I got a PhD in tomfoolery on campus.
Are you excited though?
PhD in playing pool in the CAF.
You're a university graduate. You're like a part of an elite percentage.
What the 1%ers?
I know, not financially.
Nah, one day I will be. But yeah, I know. Shout out to all the graduates that are going to be graduating this week officially, according to Norika.
Yes.
Before it didn't really count.
It didn't. So you don't have the certificate.
It may not be in real life, guys, but virtually, we clap for you.
We're super excited. Also, other exciting news. Now that you're a graduate and you are 63 years old, did you register to get vaccinated?
That's how you do it, is it?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I did. I didn't register.
Colin, but it's for over 60s.
I let the older ones go first, you know.
But you are an old person.
Yeah, best immune system win, fam.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. But yeah, if you are over 60, go get the vaccine, guys. That's the only way we're gonna make it out of COVID. You know. No, you will not get 5G. You know, and no, it will not turn you into a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. So you are fine. Oh, and Spider-Man. According to Norika. So go get the vaccine, guys.
It's not going to turn you into a Kaizer Chiefs supporter.
Basically. So you're safe.
Let's keep it moving and speak about the football now that you've brought up Kaizer Chiefs, but I'm not going to start with Kaizer Chiefs. I'm going to speak about the CAF quarterfinals. There was a second leg. So going into the weekend, we had 3 South African teams. We had Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Kaizer Chiefs, all on the cards for CAF competitions. First up, CAF Confederation. I always feel like I need to speak about the CAF Confederation Cup first because it's essentially not the champions.
Yeah, you speak about
it's not the Champions League. It's the
lower one.
It's the low. It's
the starter.
Still quality.
The starter one. You know,
still
before the. You know, like when you used to get phones when you were younger, you used to get the burner one that just had Snake. You know? And when you got older, you had the proper phone with proper games. You know, so
that's a very
Confed is the one with Snake.
Terrible metaphor. You could have done better. But so Pirates played Raja Casablanca. They went into the game. Decent chance,
1-1. You know,
probabilities were there.
They were level because you know it's away goal. They needed to score an away goal,
Yeah.
but it's still 1-1. You know, and then what happened.
So they went to Morocco needing at least the minimum an away goal to win the game, essentially.
Yeah.
To go through. But the boys in black and white got smacked 4-0.
They did, unfortunately. I mean...
That was on aggregate 5-1.
Yeah. If you watch the game, they had their chances. They didn't take their chances. And Raha took their chances, you know.
4 chances.
4 chances, you know. And they just had to, you know, in Orlando Pirates fashion, I guess, you know, just top it off with another defensive mistake in there. It's not an Orlando Pirates game if it doesn't involve a defensive mistake, you know.
And that's the story of their life this season.
You know?
So, from the beginning of the game, it's not that Pirates did not have chances to score.
Yeah.
They did. Just didn't capitalize. You know, shooters shoot their shots, but some of your shots are off targets. Champions League. Sundowns, Ahly. So They had a very, very big game. This was like, hey, guys, BMT needed to come through for them. That game, Sundowns versus Ahly, ended 1-1.
Yep.
That was 3-1 on aggregates. If you watch the game, you would actually...
What? Speechless.
The words aren't coming out of my mouth.
It was...
I feel like when they scored,
Yeah.
they were leaving it a bit too late.
They were... I mean, it's not even leaving it a bit too late, because they conceded first, right? And then I think that just blew the game, like, out of their hands, because going into the game, they were 2-0 down.
And that's a bit of a tangible,
you know?
like a tangible...
You know, like, the whole goal of the game, they didn't have to concede at home. And they ended up conceding that away goal. And then that just pushes up to 3-0 aggregate. So they had to score 4, you know. So backs against the wall. You're not going to score 4 against Ahly's side that's coached by Pitso Mosimane. Like, it's not going to happen, you know. So I think when they conceded that goal, even though Lebusa did score to make it 1-1 on the day,
But he scored a bit too late.
it's just too late, too little too late. And yeah.
It's just a little too late, a little right now. And then I don't know the words of the song, but you guys from the 90s know who JoJo is.
It's not
And
a 90s song.
but we were born in the
It's
90s,
not a 90s song.
and it was in the 2000s, and we were listening to it. I didn't say it was a 90s song.
What
I said
happened
the
to
people.
JoJo?
I don't know what happened to JoJo. We are digressing because it's kind of sad that Sundowns couldn't get the better of the ex-coach.
Well, I mean, we all knew going into it that Pitso was going to be Pitso and play his game. I mean,
Champions win.
champions win. And he even said it after the game that he was surprised about how Sundowns fans' reactions were to him. Like, you know, coming back. He thought he was going to come back to open arms, as he should have, you know. I feel like us as South Africans are better than that. To just,
We're not.
We should be, guys.
But we're not.
We should be.
But we're not.
People were out there, he was like, people were swearing his mom, you know.
But
Sending him SMS, telling him,
brand.
go back. I didn't understand it, guys. The man gave so much to the club that is Sundowns. You know, he basically built Sundowns what we know in the modern era. You know, won the Champions League with them. He did so much to him. So to give him that kind of reception on his return to South Africa is kind of, guys, come on.
it's on brand.
Be
South
better.
Africans
Be better.
cannot be better. They were hurt, and when you hurt, you lash out.
Nah, guys.
Another big talking point from that was prior to the game, Sundowns player Sereno had said, I don't know where he said this, but that people were chatting about how he said that he would, like, his dream team
To play for Ahly.
is
Yeah.
Ahly, and to play for Pitso
Yeah.
again because Pitso is the greatest manager ever. And then after catching a 3-1 thrashing
On
over the
aggregate.
two
Yeah.
legs, my man swapped shirts with Ahly, and they caught that on camera. And then they were speaking about it. They were like, "How? Why would you do?"
Everything's in context, fam. I mean, like, there was definitely other players who swapped shirts. But of course now, because Serena swapped shirts and it was on camera and stuff, you know, you're going to draw the narrative and everything's going to be spoken
When
about.
I saw that, my narrative was COVID. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be
The
swapping
players get
shirts.
tested. The players get tested.
I'm
So
pretty sure you're not
fine.
allowed to be.
They fine now.
to be
Everybody gets tested.
switching
Everybody
shirts.
follows. You know, everybody's vaccinated, as we said.
But I do think it's a bit suspect that you are voicing your thoughts, allegiances,
Yeah, your
dreams,
opinions. Yeah, you know,
your dreams and aspirations,
against the team that you're versing
like in a couple days.
in a knockout game.
Pitso even said that, like, Ahly came to South Africa, they were on schedule, like, you know, they had a training plan, like, you know, the players were in the mindset, you know, to win, winner's mentality. Whereas Sundowns just seemed like they weren't that serious. And that scoreline showed. Yes, they drew the game 1-1, but 1-1 was not good enough at home.
Oh, well.
Not impressed with South Africans' reaction to Pitso.
Returning.
But we're not gracious losers.
Nah.
We really aren't. But I'm happy to see Pitso doing well. I feel like Ahly might actually just go and win another CAF Champions League.
You don't know, because there's still one more South African team in the competition, and all our hopes and dreams rely on them.
So I know people came after us about trashing what's that show?
What?
The Lion King.
Oh,
We said what we said. I stick by, guys, I said it with my chest.
the most overrated Pixar movie. I mean, Disney movie. you know, of all time. I mean, yeah.
But moving past that, Kaizer Chiefs played Simba on the day. It was not Kaizer Chiefs Day. Because if Kaizer Chiefs was Mufasa,
Yeah.
Simba got the better of Mufasa and beat them 3-0
Narika,
on the day.
Simba is Mufasa's kid.
Oh,
Why would Simba fight his father? If anything, his dead father. That's how much Narika doesn't
you
care.
just said
Narika doesn't care about
if
the Lion
Kaizer
King,
Chiefs
guys.
was Scar and Simba got the better of Scar
There
on
we
the
go.
day.
Yes. She got
Kaizer
the-
Chiefs caught another L. 3-0. 1, 2, 3.
But does it count though? I mean,
It doesn't count.
they
It doesn't count because on aggregate, Kaizer Chiefs won the game 4-3.
and that's all that matters.
All you have to explain to people is, I lost the game on the day, but I won the game.
You know, you lose the battle, but you win the war.
And Kaizer Chiefs are going through unprecedented scenes. Did I expect it? No. Did you expect it? No. Did Carlin expect it? I think so.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, I had hope on them. I mean, especially after seeing what happened with Ahly, you know, and Sundowns, that whole situation. Our hopes and dreams did rely on it, as I said.
But we
on
also
Kaizer
said
Chiefs.
that you going into a game 4-0 up,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be losing. And
Shouldn't
then
be losing.
3-0, we were just like, maybe.
I mean, they almost lost, but almost doesn't count, you know. I mean,
Almost
3-0, you
doesn't
go through 4-3 on aggregate, and at the end of the day, it's now your first semi-finals in club history, and you basically was at 2 games away from a final, 3 games away from winning a continental trophy.
And that's
you
it.
know? And that's scenes if they do end up doing that. And the team that they did draw in the semis, Wydad, they've beaten
Casablanca.
them. They've beaten them before, you know. In the group stages, they were in the same team. They
In
were
the
in the
same
same
group.
group, you know. So they played them before, and I feel like that's a draw that favors them, if anything. So they know the team that
So-
they're going up against.
Are you saying that Gavin Hunt,
Might just
was he the mastermind behind a very poor
season.
league
Domestic season.
But Kaizer Chiefs are about maybe on their way to becoming CAF champions. Is that a thing?
It might be a thing.
Could they win it?
Yes, they could.
If Kaizer Chiefs go to a final against Ahly,
Yeah,
do you think they have the quality
definitely.
on the day?
Definitely.
That is a tough, hot topic up for discussion when we get to that bridge and we cross it. Upcoming DSTV Prem football. Now that we've got some continental football out of the way, we are back to the domestic league, and it's only barely a handful, just a couple of grains of games left. And there's still a lot to play for because it's league position. It's potentially continental football next season.
Bragging rights.
Pride finishing in the top 8 for the MTN 8 competition next season. So before I get into some of the games that you guys should watch, some interesting news. Cape Town City fired their manager.
Yeah. Do you think we contributed to that?
Jan Older Rinkenek. I think his name contributed to him being fired.
I feel like it's all these weeks of Narika slandering them.
I
on social
wasn't.
media,
I really
on the
wasn't.
bench, you know, saying that Cape Town City isn't really that girl that they think they are, you know.
They pretty with no personality. What must happen?
You know, and this is why the man is out of a job now, all because of Narika.
He's out of a job, but you know who is in a job? Eric Tinkler. The Tinkle Man.
What, the Tinkle Man?
That sounds weird.
That sounds so
I
weird.
take
I
that
feel like
back. As I said it out aloud.
Tinkle Man.
to the
we
people.
apologize, Eric Tinkler, but we do
Doesn't.
congratulate you on your
A
new
Bafana
position.
legend.
We do congratulate your
Ex-Maritzburg
new position
coach.
as
A man's in the league.
yeah, he's the manager now, so hopefully, I guess disappointment is basically for next season. So like these last couple of games will be like his pre-season, you know, and getting the squad together that he's gonna.
That'll be
Hopefully,
interesting.
you know.
Because he's like a legend in the game.
He is a legend again, not like
And
a
there's
legend.
quality. Oh, sound like Mr. Thompson, our drama teacher.
Oh, wow.
When I said like. And there's quality in that Cape Town setup. Maybe he is the guy to just bring it all together.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. After the breaking news of Jan Older Rinkenek, it's just as hard as pronouncing a name with clicks in it, to be fair. Keeping it moving. Anyway, Black Leopards versus Kaizer Chiefs. Who's your money on?
I mean, Black Leopards are basically relegated this season.
They're gone.
You know, I guess they
Dunzos.
I can't remember the standings right now, but
Over Cordovas.
maybe they are still fighting to keep their league hopes alive.
No, I think they're out.
I guess at this stage, like Orlando Pirates are fighting for
Kaizer Chiefs.
Kaizer Chiefs are fighting for continental football, so they're not really, they don't really care about domestic football other than just finishing top 8. So I think that match you're gonna see who really cares about finishing,
Their league position. Sundowns SuperSport is another game to look forward to, and if Mamelodi Sundowns wins the game, they win the league.
Yeah, so I guess
we kind of know that.
We already know that.
What's going to happen?
It's just the inevitable. I mean, they probably are going to beat SuperSport on the day. And, it takes them up to, I think, 60 points. And that's just the league. Done and dusted for the season.
Done and dusted.
And Sundowns get their flowers. So, yeah.
At least they get something out of it.
Out of the season.
Orlando Pirates, AmaZulu.
That's a battle for the CAF competitions. Yeah, so Pirates are at 4th place, playing AmaZulu 2nd place. I think AmaZulu are just fighting for the highest position that they can finish.
And it's much higher than we all expected when we started this.
Yeah, so if you go back and check the tapes, we even laughed about them finishing in the top 4. But here they are.
When the owner came out and was like, top 4.
Yeah, we thought the man was deluded.
And I was like,
look at him now.
Yo, owning a club and having money really makes people confidence.
But I mean, they're finishing 2nd now, and yeah. That's what they are.
I guess sitting on a blue couch and not having that much money. I don't know much. Swallows Sundowns. So if Sundowns win the midweek game against SuperSport, come the weekend, they would have the guard of honor from Swallows.
Well, I don't know if they are going to get. I mean, guard of honor is always optional. No team's obligated to give the team a guard of honor, So
but I feel like you should.
You should. I mean, it's good sportsmanship. I mean, they won the league. Good to welcome onto the pitch, with a guard of honor. But we might see. Maybe Swallows will be like, screw these guys. We don't need to.
I do feel like Swallows are going to pitch up on the weekend and say, just because you won the league, potentially, doesn't, like, we want to beat the league winners.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. It's bragging rights,
you won it, but we beat you.
They newly promoted team. They want to still establish their name in the league and stuff. But, I mean, I feel like they will end up doing the guard of honor. It would be a nice sight to see.
And then TS Galaxy, who I repeatedly have spoken about doing better than expected this season, up against Orlando Pirates on the weekend. Pirates manager
Simba.
Is he going to have a job next season with them?
Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, everybody expected him to fight for the title, especially after getting knocked out the Confed. Now it's just like, if you finish 4th, he might finish 5th, it depends where he's going to finish in the league. I think Pirates are going to end up re-evaluating the situation, and it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks going for Mr. Zinbauer himself.
Mr. Zinbauer himself. I think he's going to still have a job. Drop a comment and let us know what you think about South Africans being sore losers and basically being very rude.
Those are Marika's words, not mine.
To the greatest South African manager in our modern day era, Pitso Mosimane. Do you think Mamelodi Sundowns will be crowned champions midweek against their game against SuperSport? And should Swallows give them a guard of honor? I feel like it's the right thing to do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is always love. You know the vibes. Until next time. Stop that.